The galaxy waited, not for war, not for conquest. It waited for a moment it could not name. Earth remained quiet. Years passed, then decades. Human technology improved, but not loudly. Human ships became better, but not aggressive. From far away, Earth still looked divided. Politics, arguments, conflicts. To an outside eye, humanity looked unstable. But the galaxy no longer judged by appearances. Commander Kael Varuun had grown old. His armor changed, his posture slowed, but his eyes still watched the same blue planet, Earth. "You still watch them," a young officer said one day. Kael nodded. "Yes," he replied, "because they are still deciding." "Deciding what?" the officer asked. Kael answered slowly. "What kind of species they want to be when they finally arrive." The human delay. Most species rushed into the stars. They expanded fast. They claimed territory. They built empires. Humans did something strange. They stopped. After reaching nearby systems, humanity paused large expansion. No colonies pushed aggressively, no borders were declared. Instead, humans improved Earth. They healed damage. They fixed mistakes. They argued about ethics. They asked questions no empire ever asked. Should we expand? What happens if we meet weaker species? What responsibility comes with power? The galaxy watched in confusion. Why don't they take space? Many leaders asked. Kael knew the answer. Humans did not fear missing out. They feared becoming monsters. The first human step beyond silence. The moment finally came without warning. No announcement, no threat, just movement. Human ships crossed a boundary, not a secret one, a known one, the edge of a shared galactic route. Alarms echoed across multiple empires, observation stations activated, fleets prepared, but no weapons fired. The human ships were not warships. They were slow, white-hulled, marked clearly, exploration vessels. They sent one message, short, open. We come to learn, not to claim. The galaxy froze. No species had ever said that honestly. Kael stood as the message repeated across councils. "They are here," the young officer whispered. Kael closed his eyes. "Yes," he said, "and they came the right way." The test the galaxy did not know it was taking. The first contact was not with a great empire. It was with a small trade species, weak, nervous, often exploited. The traders expected humans to dominate them. That was how it always went. Instead, humans asked questions. They listened. They paid fairly. They respected boundaries. They left. News spread fast. Humans were different. Some empires tried to provoke them. Subtle insults, political pressure. Humans responded calmly. They did not submit. They did not attack. They simply walked away. That confused everyone. Power was meant to be used. Humans used choice. The first real threat. Then it happened. An ancient empire broke the agreement, not out of hate, out of fear. They attacked a human colony ship. They believed killing one group early would stop the future. They were wrong. The human response was not instant. It was careful. Human fleets moved, not massive, not dramatic, but precise. They targeted nothing civilian, only military. Only infrastructure used to attack. They disabled communication. They isolated leadership. They surrounded the capital world. No planet was destroyed. No species wiped out. The human message arrived. Calm, clear. This ends now. You attacked without cause. We will not do the same. You will stand down. You will compensate. You will never do this again. The Empire refused. They expected rage. They expected revenge. Humans sighed. What followed was not war. It was removal. Supply lines vanished. Allies left. Technology failed. Within 2 years, the Empire collapsed under its own weight. Humans never ruled them. They rebuilt nothing. They simply left. The galaxy watched in horror and understanding. The realization. Kael stood before a full council for the last time. The room was silent. No fear now, only clarity. They are not conquerors, one leader said. They are not saviors, another added. Kael spoke. They are adults. That word settled heavily. Children take. Animals dominate. Humans choose. They choose when to fight. They choose when to forgive. They choose when to walk away. That is why they are dangerous. No one argued. The name the galaxy gave humanity. Among themselves, the galaxy stopped calling humans Earthlings. They used another name, a respectful one, a fearful one, the stewards. Because humans did not rule, they managed balance. They intervened only when necessary. They protected weaker species. They punished cruelty, not weakness. Slowly, empires changed behavior, not because humans forced them, because humans watched. The final message. Years later, humanity sent one last message to everyone. Open channel, no encryption. We are not here to replace you. We are not here to judge your past. But from this day forward, the galaxy is shared. Power comes with responsibility, and we will respond when that responsibility is ignored. No applause, no cheers, just silence and acceptance. Commander Kael's last watch. Kael stood alone one final time, old now, tired, satisfied. They didn't become what we feared, the young officer said. Kael smiled faintly. No, he replied, they became what we hoped we could be, but never were. Kael looked at Earth's star, brighter now, connected, alive. We were afraid they would conquer us, Kael said, but they conquered something else. What? The officer asked. Our worst instincts. The truth the galaxy learned too late. The galaxy once believed strength wins, fear controls, power dominates. Humans taught a harder lesson. Restraint wins, patience controls, choice dominates. And that was why no one ever dared to attack Earth. Not because Earth was strong, but because Earth was right. Final line. Perfect outro for YouTube. The universe did not fear humanity because it was powerful. The universe feared humanity because, when humans reached the stars, they knew exactly what not to become. The galaxy believed one thing for a long time. Humans did not know. They believed Earth was quiet because it was unaware. They believed humans were still small, still learning, still behind. That belief kept the galaxy calm. It was also wrong. Commander Kael Varuun stood alone now. The command chamber was empty. The generals had left, but their fear remained in the air like a shadow. Kael replayed the human message again. We know many of you are watching. Not suspect, not guess. No. That single word disturbed him more than any weapon. Kael opened a new file. This one was different. It was not about alien failures. It was about human behavior. The file was titled, "When Humans Realized They Were Not Alone." The record showed Earth only a few human years earlier. Humans had detected strange patterns in deep space, very faint, almost invisible. Most species would have ignored it. Humans did not. They built better sensors, then better math, then better questions. They argued, they disagreed, they made mistakes, but they kept looking. When proof finally came, humans did not panic. There were no riots, no mass fear, no global collapse. Instead, something strange happened. Humans became quiet. Governments stopped talking. Scientists worked in silence. Militaries prepared without announcements. Earth did not scream into the stars. Earth listened. Kael paused the recording. "They didn't react emotionally," he whispered. "No," replied the ship's AI. "They reacted strategically." The file continued. Humans reached a simple conclusion. If someone was watching them, then that someone had been watching for a long time. That thought changed everything. Humans reviewed their own history, their wars, their mistakes, their violence. They assumed the galaxy had seen all of it. That embarrassed them, but it also focused them. Instead of asking, "Are aliens hostile?" humans asked, "How do we appear to them?" That question was dangerous. Humans changed their behavior, not to hide, but to test. They launched satellites that behaved strangely. They sent signals that made no sense. They changed patterns suddenly. They wanted to see if anyone reacted. Someone did. A hidden probe adjusted its orbit. Just a little. Enough. Humans noticed. Kael felt a tight pressure in his chest. "So that's when they saw us clearly," he said. "Yes," the AI replied. "And they did not confront us. They studied us back." Humans did not rush into space. They prepared Earth first. They hardened networks. They secured power systems. They trained leaders for scenarios that never reached the public. Earth became quiet, but ready. Another clip played. A human meeting. Simple room. No dramatic speeches. Just one sentence from a human leader. "If the universe is watching, we should grow up." Kael closed his eyes. The humans did not plan conquest. They planned responsibility. That made them unpredictable. The next file was labeled "The First Human Decision About the Galaxy." Kael opened it. Humans had debated for years. Some wanted contact. Some wanted defense. Some wanted isolation. The final decision shocked Kael. Humans chose restraint. They would not announce themselves. They would not threaten. They would not beg. They would let the galaxy decide what humans were. But humans added one rule. If anyone crossed a certain line, Earth would respond. "What line?" Kael asked. The AI displayed it. "Direct interference with human development." Kael understood. Earth did not fear invasion. Earth feared manipulation. The recording shifted again. A small alien group tried something subtle. They influenced human technology. Just a little. They thought humans would not notice. Humans noticed. Immediately. They traced the influence. They isolated the data. They confirmed it was not human. And then they stopped it. Quietly. No announcement. No retaliation. Just a note added to a growing file. Kael's hands trembled slightly. "How many times?" he asked. The AI answered. 7 confirmed attempts. "And humans?" asked Kael. "They allowed all 7 groups to leave," the AI said. "But they learned from every one." Kael leaned back. Humans were not aggressive. They were forgiving. That was worse. Another file opened automatically. Why Earth has no allies. Kael frowned. The galaxy assumed Earth was isolated, that no one trusted humans. The truth was different. Humans did not rush to build alliances. They observed first. They asked one question before every contact scenario. If this alliance fails, what will happen? Most species did not like that question. Humans tested potential allies. Not with strength, with pressure. They watched how species reacted to stress, to loss, to mistakes. Most failed. Humans decided. The galaxy was not ready for them. Kael whispered, "They judged us." "Yes," the AI replied, "and they were not impressed." A final record appeared. This one was recent, very recent. It showed the moment humans decided to send the message, "We know you are watching." The Human Council debated the wording for weeks. They removed threats. They removed emotion. They removed pride. They wanted clarity. One human voice stood out in the debate. "If we sound afraid, they will test us. If we sound angry, they will prepare against us. So we speak as adults." That sentence decided everything. The message was sent, not as a warning, as a mirror. Kael sat in silence. The galaxy had misunderstood humans for too long. Humans were not late to the stars. They were waiting to see who deserved them. An alert broke the silence. Another human signal. Short. Encrypted. Kael allowed it. The message contained no words, only data. Star maps. Accurate ones. Maps that showed alien borders, alien routes, alien hidden stations. Kael stood up slowly. "They mapped us," he said. "Yes," the AI confirmed, "and they shared it." "Why?" Kael asked. The AI paused. "Possibly as a demonstration, or a reminder." Kael understood the meaning. Humans were saying, "We see you. We understand you. We choose not to act. For now." The galaxy began to react. Old empires pulled back fleets. Observers shut down stations. Spies vanished. No one wanted to be the mistake. Kael looked at Earth's blue dot. Still small. Still calm. Still dangerous. Humans had looked back at the galaxy and decided not to flinch. Kael spoke softly, to no one. The universe thought humans were children. He paused. They were wrong. Far away, on Earth, humans continued to build. Slowly. Carefully. Together. They did not know when they would step fully into the galaxy. But when they did, they would not ask for permission. Because the day humans looked back, the galaxy realized something too late. Earth was not catching up. Earth was choosing its moment. The galaxy did not panic. Not openly. Great empires never panic in public. But behind silent chambers, behind silent star maps, fear began to spread. The human message had changed everything. It was not loud. It was not violent. It was calm. And calm scared the galaxy more than anger ever could. Across hundreds of worlds, emergency meetings were called. Ancient leaders woke from long sleep. War consuls gathered again after centuries of peace. One question echoed everywhere. What do we do about Earth? The first answer was denial. They are still primitive, some said. They are divided, others argued. They have no empire, many repeated. But the data did not lie. Human observation systems were accurate. Human predictions were precise. Human reactions were controlled. Too controlled. On the capital world of the Astra Dominion, a massive chamber filled with light. Representatives from dozens of species stood in silence. At the center, a single hologram rotated. Earth. Small. Blue. Alive. An old Astra leader spoke first. "We have watched them for centuries," he said. "They never expanded aggressively. They never attacked first. That means they are safe." A younger delegate answered quietly. "No," she said. "That means they are careful." The room fell silent. The galaxy was a silent ocean of stars. Thousands of worlds lived under the rule of the Zarkon alien empire. They were strong. They were old. They were feared. For centuries, no planet had ever refused them. No fleet had ever survived their attack. Yet, on every star map inside the Zarkon command hall, one small blue planet was marked in red. Earth. No ships were sent there. No attacks were planned. No questions were allowed. Until now. Commander Kael Varuun stood in the center of the command chamber. He was young for an alien commander. His armor was clean, his eyes sharp, and his mind full of questions. He looked at the glowing map again. "So many weak worlds conquered," Kael said calmly, "but this one remains untouched." The room went silent. Old generals shifted uneasily. Some avoided eye contact. Others looked angry. "That planet is irrelevant," one general replied. "Primitive, divided, weak." Kael turned slowly. "Then why does it still exist?" No one answered. That was the moment everything began to change. Kael had studied Earth in secret. He knew humans had no galactic fleet, no energy shields, no planet-killer weapons. They fought among themselves. They destroyed their own cities. They polluted their own world. By every rule of war, Earth should have fallen long ago. Yet it stood alone, free. Kael activated the central archive. "Show me all records related to Earth." A warning symbol appeared. "Access restricted." Kael frowned. He overrode the lock. The archive opened. What he saw made his heart slow. The first record showed a date from thousands of years ago, a different alien empire, a powerful one. Their fleet entered the solar system with confidence. They laughed at Earth. The humans were still using simple machines. They could not even leave their planet properly. The alien fleet moved closer. Then, silence. No battle footage. No explosion records. Just empty space. The fleet vanished. Kael leaned forward. What happened to them? The archive answered with one damaged transmission. A broken voice, full of fear. "Abort. Abort. Do not land. They adapt. They..." The message cut off. Kael felt a chill. He opened the second record. Another empire, more advanced, more careful. They studied humans for years before attacking. They believed patience would protect them. Their ships entered Earth's orbit. Humans detected them. Instead of panic, humans responded with curiosity. They sent signals. They asked questions. They smiled. The alien commanders thought it was weakness. Then, Earth changed. Satellites moved in strange patterns. Signals bounced in confusing ways. Weather systems became unpredictable. Alien systems began to fail. One ship crashed, then another. The rest escaped. Their final report was clear. Humans are not strong, but they learn too fast. Kael's hands tightened. He turned to the third record. This one was labeled, "Do not view." Kael ignored the warning. This was the turning point. The third record showed the Zarkon Empire itself, a secret mission. Only 5 ships, silent, hidden. Their goal was simple: test Earth. No invasion, no full attack, just observation. The ships entered Earth's space without detection. For weeks, nothing happened. Humans lived normally. They slept, they worked, they laughed. Then one human satellite noticed something strange. Not clearly, not fully, but enough. Humans did not attack. They watched. They copied signals. They studied patterns. They listened. Within days, humans understood the Zarkon stealth system. Within weeks, they created a counter-signal. The alien ships suddenly became visible. Kael's breath slowed. Humans reacted quickly, not with fear, with planning. They shut down parts of their own planet. They darkened cities. They hid their heat signals. The alien systems lost tracking. Then something unexpected happened. Humans did not fire. They sent a message. Simple, calm. We are being watched. Leave now. The Zarkon commanders laughed. Humans had no weapons that could reach them, or so they thought. Earth's gravity fields shifted, not naturally, artificially. Human technology bent physics just enough. Alien ships began to drift, slowly, uncontrollably. Humans used Earth itself as a weapon. One ship lost control and burned in the atmosphere. The others escaped in panic. The Zarkon Empire erased the record, declared Earth forbidden. Kael stared at the screen. "So that's it," he whispered. "They didn't destroy us. They warned us." The room around Kael felt smaller. Earth wasn't peaceful. Earth was patient. Humans did not fight to conquer. They fought to survive. And survival made them dangerous. Kael understood something then. The galaxy feared strength, but strength was simple. Humans were something else. They were unpredictable. An alarm echoed through the command chamber. A junior officer rushed in. "Commander Kael, we have a situation." Kael turned. "What kind of situation?" The officer swallowed. "An unknown signal," he said. "It's coming from Earth." Silence returned. Kael felt his mind race. Earth never sent messages, never reached out. "What does it say?" Kael asked. The officer hesitated, then spoke. "They say, 'We know you are watching.'" Kael's eyes widened. Earth had noticed them again, without effort, without panic, without fear. That was the unexpected turning point, the moment Kael realized the truth. Earth was not protected by weapons. Earth was protected by awareness. Humans did not wait for danger. They prepared for it. And now, they were ready. Kael straightened his posture. "Open a secure channel," he ordered. The general stared at him. "You cannot respond," one warned. "That planet is forbidden." Kael answered quietly. "Earth does not fear us. We are the ones who fear Earth." The stars outside remained calm, but the balance of the galaxy had shifted, and humanity didn't even know it yet. The message from Earth did not demand anything. It did not threaten. It did not beg. It only said one line: "We know you are watching." Inside the Zarkon command chamber, no one spoke. The signal ended. No follow-up, no coordinates, no signature. Just silence. And that silence was worse than any attack. Commander Kael Varuun slowly turned away from the screen. His mind was racing, but his face stayed calm. He had trained for war. He had trained for death. But he had never trained for this. "How long have they known?" Kael asked quietly. The sensor officer checked the data again. His voice shook. "We are not sure, Commander, but maybe longer than we think." The old generals exchanged dark looks. One of them spoke at last. "This is why Earth is forbidden." Kael turned sharply. "Then tell me everything." The generals hesitated. Then one stepped forward. His armor was old, marked by ancient wars. "I was there," the general said, "during the first silent disaster." Kael looked at him. "Earth?" The general nodded. "Back then," the general began, "we believed humans were harmless. They had no unity, no single ruler, no galactic vision. They fought each other more than anyone else. So the galaxy ignored them. That was the first mistake." The general activated an old star map. It showed dozens of alien empires. Many no longer existed. "They all made the same choice," the general said. "They watched Earth and laughed. Humans were slow to reach space. Their ships were loud. Their engines were inefficient. Aliens thought humans would never matter. Then humans reached their moon. Then Mars. Then beyond. And still, no one stopped them. Because humans were not aggressive. They were curious. Curiosity is not dangerous, one alien leader had said long ago. They were wrong. The general continued. The first true warning came when humans found alien ruins. Not living aliens, dead ones.
ruins from an ancient race that had destroyed themselves. Humans studied the ruins carefully. They did not worship them. They did not fear them. They learned from them, and they learned fast. Kael listened closely. What did they learn? Kael asked. The general paused. How to fail, but not give up. That confused Kael. The general explained. Humans fail more than any species in the galaxy. They lose wars, they lose cities, they lose millions of lives. But they record everything. They remember mistakes. And next time, they change. Another general joined in. Most species avoid pain, he said. Humans study it. Kael felt something heavy in his chest. The screen changed again. This time it showed a timeline. Human wars, human disasters, plagues, famine, nuclear fire. Kael expected collapse, but Earth did not collapse. It adapted. Every time. They should have destroyed themselves, Kael whispered. Yes, the general agreed, but they didn't. That is the problem. The second half of the records was